What's up guys, Scotty here from Blue Coconut Family and welcome back to another City Skylines video. So today we're going to be continuing our look at the intersection marking tool, and loads of people were really positive about the other videos I've done on it, and quite a few of you actually want to see me build a roundabout and mark it up properly how we do it in the UK. I had one person say that because you guys don't really have roundabouts in the US, you'd love to see what it's like from the perspective of someone who uses roundabouts pretty much on a daily basis. So I'm going to be basing this upon a roundabout that is I wouldn't say local to me, but it's kind of close. I've done it quite a few times. It's almost on my daily commute kind of thing. Now it's not a typical roundabout because it's a fairly large one. It's on a main road. Small roundabouts on kind of roads in the UK aren't really marked up that much, whereas this one's got fairly heavy marking on it, and it's also kind of not atypical in the way how a roundabout works. Like there's some single lanes, some double lanes on it, so I thought it'd be a good one to kind of replicate and to show off the tool kind of thing. So what I'm doing here is I'm recreating it. So it's on a main road. Now, main road in the UK, it's a main route rather than a main road, so it's still only a 2-lane road going in and then coming out. But one thing it does have is all roundabouts in the UK always finish at a roundabout going into 2 lanes like that. So it's 2 lanes coming on, and then it will normally then have 2 lanes coming on and then a single lane coming off. Now I will change this in a second, simply because I need it to be a little bit more kind of fluid than that, and I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. So once we've got that, then we want this one to come in here, and then this one is kind of coming in here. So what I say by fluid, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these slightly short. Okay, you can't cut it short. That's fine. I'm going to remove the snapping. Which one does the snapping? Ooh. The one I wanted. There's it in here. There we go. There we go. So we're going to go there, and we're going to then have a single one come off here. There you go. That's pretty much how, almost, with a couple of exceptions. So, oh wait, it's not moving. Nope. Almost. Where's it stopped? There you go. Oh, still a little bit dodgy on that roundabout section. There we go. So that's pretty much close. That's as close as we could probably get to how like a UK roundabout section looks. Come on. That's fine. Of course, we do the same thing with these. So you have 2 lanes going on. The reason behind the 2 lanes is purely to the fact that you have left-hand lane, which is atypically left only and straight over. Right-hand lane is all other directions. On this roundabout, that's not strictly true, and I will show you that when I build it. But that's purely for the fact that this is a main road, so they've kind of messed with how roundabouts actually work. But that's fine, we can work with that. But in typical roundabout fashion, the left-hand lane is reserved for going left at roundabout or going straight over, whereas the right-hand lane is literally just going in any other direction. Okay, then I'm going to use the move it tool just to shrink these guys. in just a tad. Just like so. And same for these. I do like the move it tool. The move it tool is really useful. Okay, so that's pretty much, that's as close to a roundabout as you're going to get. Pretty much in this game. You're not going to get much closer than that. Right, and then once it's done like that, in theory, this doesn't need to be a double road anymore, because after it only goes to a double road at the edge of the roundabout, kind of like that. Sort of, that's not perfect because it's not as sharp, but it does do kind of like that kind of look, and we'll have it like that. But the benefit of this game, I will show you. Right, where's this? Slope too steep? Really? Is this up going up like a mountain or something? What's this? Come on. Thank you. Oh yeah, it is fairly steep. Okay, fine. Let's flatten this. Just to make it a little bit nicer. I may have to change this height. Height is something I haven't worked out properly in this game. Oh, sorry, in this mode. There you go. Oh, Jesus. There we go. That tool. The tool is interesting. I haven't quite worked it out yet. Right, okay. Now hopefully this will allow me. Okay, there we go. So that's as pretty much close to a roundabout as you're going to get. Let me just finish this off by having this go in from a 3-lane. God, I'm so sorry. I'll bring it into 2-lane like that, and then into a 1-lane. To be fair, this is the end of the road. You're not going to have huge amount of traffic in this one. Let me just TMPE that because I don't want them turning right. I want them to go round a roundabout. Okay, so let's start off by painting it. So roundabouts typically in these sections here, they no, wrong paint. That one. They don't have grass in these sections here. This is normally all like concrete and stuff. So I'm just going to do that. The middle of roundabouts is usually grass. It's only really kind of mini roundabouts you don't have grass in the middle. And then mini roundabouts are literally looking tiny and stupid. But they're great. They are really, really great. But they can be really confusing when you come across one. They really can be. So, yeah. So these bits are usually kind of raised up sections, so they do look like this kind of thing. This usually has trees and stuff in the middle, and then normally like a border that goes around the outside with signs and stuff on it as well. Which potentially I don't think I've found any in the marketplace as of yet. But it's something we can always look at in the future when we do these. Okay, so now we've done those, let's change up the lanes. So we can see that this section here, well, I can see that this section here isn't actually a, oh, Jesus, of course it probably isn't going to let me do half the things I want it to do. But that's fine. I can work on that. Oh, Jesus. Is that really that bad with the terrain height? I thought the terrain over here was fine. Okay, no, the terrain there is utter donkey. Right, move it to terrain height. Okay, fine. To be fair, it's not a major issue if it's on a bridge. You're not really going to notice it too much. I'll keep it like that for now, because trying to fix that small little just thing is just going to be more hassle than worth. So, next step is this one is also a single. Just like so. Now, the other thing which is worth noting is often roundabouts are, the actual roundabout itself bit is tiny. The on-ramps are often the bits which are fairly large. So, if I'm going to do this correctly, let me do it like this. So these are often a little bit more like that. Yep. Now I know that doesn't look too roundabout-ish, but if I do that, then that looks a little bit more. There we go, that looks more like it. Close enough. Trying to work out what that's breaking on there. Breaking on something. Okay. So there you go. So once we've got that. Right, so that's a little bit closer. You would never get these perfect because the game just doesn't kind of fully support roundabouts. They're never great. So those two we've already said go down to singles. And I've said how these are kind of, this is kind of an asymmetric junction. These don't really, it doesn't actually operate like a proper roundabout. So, next step, let's do the TMPE. So, these come in here. So that is, so on this junction, this is technically straight forward and left. This is a straight forward and that way. Then here, no, I closed it. This one is a left. This one is a straight on. That is a left. It's correct. Yep. This one is only a left. This one is a straight forward. This is a turn right. That's a straight forward. This one is. Yep. These both are also turn left. That is not a right-hand turn. Pointless me putting an arrow in there. And actually, to be fair, you don't really have arrows on roundabouts. This is the only place you do have roundabouts. It is the only place here you got those. That's not a right-hand turn. That's a left only. Move things there. That is not like that. Yeah, that is that. It does have it like that, maybe. So okay. So that's pretty much it. Minus that one. Remove that one. There we go. It's pretty accurate. Now I'll just do the lane connectors. So obviously here, this one goes into either lane. Then on this one, this lane goes here. This lane goes here. Then on this one, this lane can only go left. This lane goes right. Then this one, this lane can either go here or here. Then on this one, this lane goes off. This one goes either, technically it can go over that one or that one if it's continuing round. This one can go off left. This one goes on right. then this one goes off there, this one goes on right. Here, it can either go that one or that one. Oh, hasn't done that properly. This one goes off left, this one goes onto there, or there if it's continuing on. Then here, this one goes off there. This one continues on right. So that's all the lane markings in the roundabout. Right, let's do the on ramps. This one is going there. Hang on. I've also seen a mistake I've just made. This is also going on forward. And it doesn't have like that. So that one only goes right. Okay. Is it the same on that one? I would assume so. Yeah, that's good. Okay, alright, here. This one goes obviously going off left. This one doesn't go onwards. Oh no, this one does go onwards because it's a 2-lane. Oh, come on. And then it's from here goes to here, so that it can go onwards or can go left. So it's like that. So you kind of follow it like that round, where they all kind of go. I told you this roundabout is a tricky one. This specific one, by the way, not just roundabouts in general. Roundabouts in general are lovely. Done well. The roundabout's lovely. But as you can see, it requires a lot of kind of traffic rules in place, which we've all been brought up with. We all know how a roundabout works. Is we learn to drive on them. You always just give way to the right hand side, and that sort of thing. That's pretty much how it works. Right. So that's the roundabout lane connectors in place. I'm just looking over them to making sure that they look okay. Yep. What is that? Is that okay? You've just got a garbage truck in the middle. Okay, so once that's in place, right, now let's get on to the main thing of this thing. Let's do the lane connectors. So no, okay, apparently they're changing this a lot. That's one thing I've noticed. That's got to be a solid line. That's got to be a solid line, and this one is going to be a. It comes in from the left, so it's going to be a dotted line. Nope, 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 nope. Dashed, dashed. Dash it, there we go. Right, this one comes in here as a solid, and this one comes in as a solid. So this gives like an option for you potentially to go left, if that makes sense. Right, now in terms of how these actually function, there is not a lot to it. Pretty much like you've got a dotted line that goes around like that. And these add a rule because these only go to these points like that. So just like that, and these are dotted. Actually, I think these edge ones are not dotted. No, these are not dotted. There you go. And we'll work our way around. So we've also got on this junction, so the inside, so then the rest of them are fairly clear. Why is this marking is going onwards? This one doesn't go onwards. No idea. Oh, it does. No, I'm looking in the wrong place. So that's good. That's like that. There's no markings actually on the things themselves. But you do have like an inside edge sort of thing. So I'm going to put the inside edge in around. This is the best thing I could probably do. The actual lane bits in a roundabout are fairly boring. They don't really have much when it comes to them. Ugh. Okay, that's not the one I wanted. You can create fillers in this now, which is good. So I'm going to probably put some fillers in a sec. Where's the next section? So once it's there, let's do this bit. So we've got to do, so that's a solid line down to a solid line and then a solid line. This also has a filler in it. Just like so. Which is quite nice. And because technically it is coming off, this is so that does, oh no, it doesn't have it. I've got a picture up on my screen. I can flash it across to you guys to understand what I'm talking about. Right, and so this one, I'm confused why the arrow is showing that as going right. It's just okay. I'm going to ignore the arrows because they're weird, and I can't remove them for some reason, despite the lane connectors being absolutely fine and solid. That's fine. They are both onwards. Right, we need to continue up the lines. Okay. Right, that's not where you have one. Oh, I did that wrong. That is a solid line. And then that's going to be a dashed. Just like so. That's the entrance is all done. And got this one. So this is going to be a giant chevron as well, or giant hashed in area. This one will look really good actually. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm holding Alt to get the chevron section up Oh. There you go. That's pretty accurate. Any other sections are chevrons? We're kind of like all these sections here, but they're not really like the. Yeah, there's some of them, like some of them are, some of them not. But you can't really recreate that on this. Yeah, that doesn't have a turn off. I'm just looking at the map. I'll stick it up as a thumbnail as well, so you'll be able to see exactly what I'm trying to recreate. But that's probably as close as you're going to get. And I'm fairly happy with that. I really like the look of that. That is pretty accurate. I couldn't probably get more accurate if I did. I'd love to see what you guys do. So if you guys are using this tool back at home, then I really want to see what you guys do to your roundabouts and stuff. Give it a go. Even if you're America and you don't really understand how a roundabout works, give it a go. Just go on Google Earth, go find a roundabout in the UK or even a roundabout in the US, because there are some, and just literally go have a look at it and see if you can recreate it using this tool and other things inside this game. I've given it a good shot. Now technically this is a lot bigger than the roundabout which I've tried to recreate, purely to the fact that scale works a lot better in this game than it does in, well, large scales work better in this game than they do smaller scale. You could try and recreate it, but make it smaller, make it a little bit nicer. But I think I've given it a fairly good effort. Yeah. Now, sadly, no cars are really going to come down this way. So you might have a couple. Let's see if they follow a roundabout. Yeah, they followed it perfectly because of the line junctions and stuff. So yeah. I've really enjoyed it. Have you guys? If you have, hit that like button. Also, if you're new to the channel and you've never really seen me before, hit that subscribe button. We do tons of other content. We've got a whole bunch of new series going up. So maybe if City Skylines is one of your things, maybe if you like Minecraft, or if you like OpenTTD, Transport Fever, Planet Zoo, all of those we've got series on the channel. So go hit subscribe and go watch some of those. They are some fantastic content, even if I say so myself. So, with that being said, guys, I've been Scully from Blue Coconut Family. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye for now.